fuck around on this thing. I said, fine, come at me with everything you got. But that does not mean go bother Janet.
It was just routine questionings, Trevor. I mean, we didn't know she was going to freak out.
I mean, she really did overreact.
Yeah.
How come?
Does she know something that we don't?
Why does Janet overreact? She always overreacts. She's got a few screws loose, if you haven't noticed. Okay, this is a recording. On the night in question, I spent a little time in Janet's room. Then I went over to Will Cortland's, where I saw Palmer and Adam trying to buy him off. When that did not work out, I went over to Chandler's, and I said adios to my sister. Then I went to the park to try to clear my head. Erica called me. I went to Will Cortland's. I met the body. That's the end of the story for the 10th time. You can go now. Toodaloo.
Trevor, I know you're ticked off, but take it easy.
No can do, Mahatma.
Come on. We've been through worse than that.
No, I don't think so.
If you're in trouble, let me help.
No, I don't want you involved in this at all. I kept you in the dark the night of the murder. I'm going to keep you in the dark now. Now, why don't you just take Sarah home, huh? She's beautiful. She's waiting for you.
Is there anything we can do?
He's hiding something, Sarah.
You think so?
I know so.
Natalie.
Oh. Hi. If you're alone, you're more than welcome to join me. Actually, I'd like to talk to you.
Okay.
I understand that you're going to be prosecuting against Brian. That's right? I've known Brian a long time, and there is not a finer young man in Pine Valley. I find it impossible to believe that he had anything to do with Will's death.
The evidence suggests otherwise. But I guarantee he'll get a fair trial.
I hope so.
While I'm here, there's something I'd like to say to you. About Trevor.
Well, I'm not in Trevor's life anymore.
I know better.
I beg your pardon?
I'm familiar with the game you're playing. And quite frankly, I think it's pretty rotten.
Adam, I did not invite you. Now, will you please leave? Dimitri, excuse me for the interruption.
Oh, it's Dimitri now, is it? No longer the mad Russian or the bearded bully?
Get out!
Only when I put this cozy scene in context for Dimitri. I threatened to vote my enchantment shares with you in order to oust Eric as CEO. She probably didn't mention that, did she?
Ah, well, now I know why she left you.
I only did it because we had a slight domestic squabble.
I dumped you, and I'm never coming back. He calls that slight.
Erica, you'll be back. I know you too well. I know every beautiful, maddening, manipulative inch of you, my dear. You're just trying to beat me at my own game, and it's not working. I don't know what she told you this evening, but don't believe a word of it.
Oh, really? Who should he believe, Adam? You?
Well, he better if he wants to get out of this with his manhood intact. This woman loathes you, Marick. And when she's finished using you, she'll turn on you just like that.
Well, I think I can take care of myself, Adam, but I would really like to thank you for the warning.
I'm calling the police.
Don't bother. I'm leaving. Watch your back.
Sorry. Please excuse that interruption. Maybe you can understand now why I left him. I mean, Adam is just... he's coming unhinged.
Oh, maybe. Or maybe he's telling the truth.
You believed him.
I didn't say that.
You know, if two male executives were making peace over dinner for the good of their company, what do you think people would say? Well, they would be lauded for their corporate statesmanship. But take a woman in top management and put her in the same scenario, especially if she's an attractive woman. And right away, she's a seductress, just working her wiles. Well, let me just tell you something for your edification. I have had to fight Adam Chandler tooth and nail every step of the way to make sure that my company was run my way, the successful way. And now just because I would like out of that dismal, loveless marriage, Adam is trying to undercut me every step of the way. So if you would like to believe his very warped characterization of this evening, you go right ahead. I must say I'm very surprised to find that you and Adam are cut from the same old boy cloth, but better to find out the truth early on, I always say. Well, so go ahead, so leave.
Well, who said I wanted to leave?
So anyway, it was my mother's voice I heard in my dream threatening Will. Not mine. I didn't kill him.
I never thought you did.
You're innocent too, Brian, and we're going to prove that.
Yeah. Jack's a good lawyer. Just gotta have faith.
How do we wind up like this?
I wish I knew.
I don't know what I'll do if you have to go to prison.
Oh, I'm not going. I'm not. I'm innocent. Hey. I love you. And I swear we're gonna be together again.
How can you love such a jerk? Why couldn't I see Will for what he was?
Maybe because you were mad at me.
He only was interested in my trust fund. But you always loved me. And you tried to tell me that.
Look, it's not all your fault. I mean, I made some dumb moves. You believe me now, though, don't you? That I do love you?
Yeah.
And here they are. And me. What's the matter, honey?
I wish I hadn't taken your advice, Myrtle.
What advice?
To level with Brian about how I feel.
Oh, honey, you had to.
Well, it was a bad move. I humiliated myself. And I lost Brian anyway.
Darling, you did not lose Brian because you told the truth. Now, you know that he loved Hayley from the start. Your mistake was in hoping that he'd change.
Well, he acted like he had.
When? Look, darling, Hayley and Brian have loved each other since I first knew them. Sometimes love is just meant to be.
And you think their love is?
What they think is what matters. Now, I know this hurts, but it'll be a lot easier on you if you'll accept it. Darling, you have got to let Brian go.
My relationship with Trevor is none of your business.
You're right. But I always speak my mind, and I think what you're doing to Trevor is just plain cruel.
Oh, I don't want to listen to this.
Look, if you don't want to take Trevor back, that's fine. But you're not letting him go either. And it's unfair to him, Natalie, because it keeps him from getting involved with anyone else. And there are other women out there who might be able to make him happy.
And would you by any chance happen to be one of them?
I'm attracted to Trevor, yes. But he cut me down because he's still carrying a torch for you. Either put out the embers or fan the flame. But make a decision. And stick to it.
So I'm wondering if maybe you're becoming a little more receptive? Come on, Nat, help me out here. I mean, am I fooling myself, or can we put what happened with Janet behind us? Hello in there.
Trevor.
I'm not following you. I just came in for a burger, but I figured the way we're bumping into each other, it's got to be fate, huh?
Maybe it is.
If you have an itch for a free Disney World vacation, scratch That's it. Play the hidden surprise game at Burger King and win a vacation for 4.
Growing pains right after Perfect Strangers Saturday.
Erica, as it happens, I've had my dealings with women in top management. I am not a member of the old boy club, nor do I wish to be. And I would like to apologize if I in any way suggested that you had an ulterior motive.
I would like to apologize to you, too, for losing my temper.
Well, you shouldn't let Adam get to you like that.
Oh, no, I shouldn't, but I can't help it. Dimitri, he forced me into that marriage. And believe me, I have been trying for a very long time to extricate myself from that marriage, but for some reason, Adam will not give me my freedom.
Well, he still might love you.
Oh, no, he doesn't love me. Adam is just, well, forgive me again. I mean, the last thing you need to hear is my problem.
No, please. Maybe I can help.
Dining with that weasel.
Well, Adam, it sounds like you drove her to it.
I thought I had her right where I wanted her. She's not taking my threats seriously.
Oh, God, Adam, why do you always have to threaten everybody, you know? I mean, if that's the only way that you can keep a woman, that's pathetic. I mean, why don't you just let her loose?
No, I need her.
Oh, you don't need anybody.
No, Arlene, you don't understand. Erica's the most exciting woman I've ever met. It's Erica the unconquerable. And I'm gonna conquer her.
Oh, so that's the appeal.
What?
Well, you know, I mean, if little Miss Erica all of a sudden turned around and gave in to you and said, Adam, I am all yours, you'd lose interest. I mean, to you, a woman's not worth winning unless you wage a war against her. I mean, love is irrelevant, you know. I mean, you just hate to lose.
Yes, that's right. I hate to lose. I'll be damned if I'm gonna lose Erica.
Okay, now you're all set for the night. Remember, if you need anything, you just buzz, okay? Okay. Night now.
Good night. Well, Amanda, got any bright ideas now? If the police suspect Trevor, it's going to ruin everything. It's going to ruin all our plans, and I just couldn't bear it. You and I have come too far to lose your daddy now.
You sure you're okay? You look kind of out of it.
Well, I'm a little tired, that's all.
What can I get for you?
A cheeseburger medium rare with raw onion, nachos, extra cheese, and a root beer float.
You remembered.
I remember everything about you.
Sometimes I would like to kill this thing.
You only wonder who it was. Go ahead.
Sweet. Dillon here. How could I forget?
Strange doings, huh? Will Cortland getting snuffed.
Yeah.
We had a deal, Dillon. I think we better meet. Tonight.
This is Joan London.
And Charles Gibson.
Tomorrow, the results of Britain's political showdown.
Then are travelers in store for a radical change in airfares, plus Beverly Sills and Patrick Swayze tomorrow on Good Morning America.
Coming up next, Alex has a plan that will take her off the suspect list and put someone else on. Stay tuned for One Life to Live.